Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. समस्तन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं. ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. बोले श्री वेदव्यास भगवान की जय. ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. हरि ओम. Welcome to this 48th day of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, continuing for every month since last November. So 48 makes a mandala. It is a very auspicious time, which includes the number of stars, which is 27 stars in the nakshatra mandala. That is 27 plus 9 planets. 9 plus 7 is 16, makes 36, and 12 months in the year, which is Chitra, Vaikashi and all that, which makes the complete number as 48. So 48 is a very auspicious number. Anything that is done for 48 days will give us the benefits completely. And so we are completing 48 days today of Bhagavad Gita. And yesterday there was a power cut. And so I continue from the 19th verse. Tapami aham aham, tapami aham, aham, tapamyaham, aham varsham, nigrinhami utsrujami cha. Tapami aham, aham varsham, nigrinhami, aham utsrujami cha. I will release it and I will hold it and I will send it back also as rains. Bhagavan Adisankaracharya says, Tapami aham adityaha bhutva kaischit rashmibihi, with becoming the sun and with a few rays of the sun only. Ulbanaihi aham varshaha, I will soak up the water. And then Rashmibihi Utsrujami, Kaishchit, with a few rays of sun, again I will release it. Utsrujami, Utsrujya, Punaha Nigrinhami Kaishchit Rashmibihi. Again I will hold it and then release it again with a few rays from the sun. Ashtabihi Masaihi Punaha Utsrujami Pravrishihi. After 8 months, again there will be rain. Kaishchit Rashmibihi, okay, with a few rays of the sun, not the whole sun. Amritam cha eva devanam mrityuhu cha martyanam. For the devas, I am Amritam. I am immortality. And for the Manushyas, for the human beings, I am Mrityu. I cause an end to happen. Sat yasya yat sambanditaya vidyamanam. Whatever is connected to me, whatever is connected to the source is Sat. And whatever is not connected to the source is Asat. And Bhagavan here says, I am both Sat and I am Asat. Aham Arjuna, O Arjuna, na punaha atyantam evam asat Bhagavan swayam. Karya karane va sad asatiti. Bhagavan is not completely asat at all. Only in the cause and effect part of it, there is this question of sat and asat. Bhagavan Ishvara is truly beyond sat and asat. Brahman is truly beyond sat and asat. Asat, sat is nama rupa, name and form, and asat. And asat is karanam. Nama rupa is asat is a karanam, the unmanifest, and nama rupa is the karyam. Ye purvoktaihi anuvritti prakaraihi ekatva prithaktvadi vijnanaihi yagne mam pujayanta upasate jnanavidaha te yatha vijnanam mameva prapnuvanti. Purvoktaihi anuvritti prakaraihi. By the methods by which it is expressed, ekatva prithaktvadi vijnanaihi yajnaihi, with the knowledge of my one form and my many forms, through yajnas, mam pujayanta upasate jnanavidaha. The people who know the truth, they worship me and they come close to me, upasana, yatha vijnanam mameva prapnuvanti. According to their experience, according to their knowledge, they reach me only. Ye punaha ajnaha kamakamaha. What about the people who do not know and they are functioning from a sense of desire? What happens to them? The 20th verse. Traigunya Vidya mam somapah putapapaham yajnairištva svargatim prarthayante te punyamasadhyamasurendra lokam ashnanti divyan divi deva bhogan. Vidya mam. Through the three means of knowledge, which is the Rig Veda, Yajurveda and the Samaveda, mam, somapaha, the people who take the soma, they offer the soma to the somalata, to the havis in the agni, in the homa, and then they drink that somapana as prasada. Puta papaha, they are all the people who drink the somapanam and they are purified of all sins. Swargatim prarthayante, they ask for swargatim, they ask for a good path in life, a good place, a good experience in life. Prarthayante te punyam asadhya. After praying for that, they get that punyam, and then they enjoy in the Surendra Lokam, in the world of Indra, Varuna, Vayu. In those worlds they enjoy Surendra Lokam, Ashnanti Divyan. They consume Divyan Bhogan, Divi Deva, the divine experiences in the Swarga Loka, Deva Bhogan, that is fit for all the gods, the food that is fit for all the gods, the clothing that's fit for all the gods, the music that's fit for all the gods, the conversations that fit for all the gods, the fragrances that are fit for the gods, and the taste, the taste buds, the palate which is fit for the gods, they receive. All kinds of enjoyments and pleasures they receive. Divi Deva Bhogana. And then Trividya, Rig Yaju Sama. When you worship God according to the Vedas, these kind of results will come. Good experiences in life will come. Pleasant experiences will come. We will be very happy in this world also and in the other world also. Soma Vidaha Mam Vasuvadi Deva Rupinam Somapaha Somam Pibanti iti Somapaha Tena Eva Somapanena Putapapaha. Because of the Somapana, they are all cleansed of all sins. Shuddha Kilbishaha, they are purified, they have a purified mind. Yajnaihi Agnishthomadibhihi Ishtva, they offer through Agnishtoma and other sacrifices. Pujayitva Swargatim Swarga Gamanam Swargatihi Mam Prarthayante. They pray to Ishvara to attain that Swarga Gamanam, to attain the Swarga Loka. Techa Punyaphalam Asadhya Samprapya Surendra Lokam Shatakratoho Sthanam Ashnanti Bhunjate Divyan Divi Bhavan Aprakritan Deva Bhogan Devanam Bhogaha Tan. Aprakrita means very divine. It is not created by Prakriti. Beyond Prakriti, the divine experiences they receive in the Swarga Loka. Then what happens to them? Tetam bhuktva Swarga Lokam Vishalam Kshine Punye Martya Lokam Vishanti Evam Trayi Dharma Manuprapanna Gata Kama Kama Labhante. Tetam Bhuktva. They experience all those divine experiences. Swargalokam Vishalam. In which place do they experience? In an expansive Swargaloka they experience. Then what happens? Kshine Punye. When their punya, when the prana shakti that they have collected because of all their activities, when it becomes lesser, Martya Lokam Vishanti. They come back again to this world of humans, because only in this world of humans can you express yourself in activity and collect prana, which is punya. Evam Trayi Dharmam Anuprapanna. In this way, the Trayi Dharma, the three dharmas, of the Rig Veda, Yajurveda and Samaveda, Evam Trayi Dharmam Anuprapanna. Then what happens? Gata Agatam. They go and come back to a place which is Kama Kama, where I have desire, I go and fulfill that desire, and then I come back again to this earth. So there is a going and coming at this stage where they they pray for different experiences from different gods, and then they are blessed with those experiences. They go to the lokas wherever they can experience those experiences, and when that punya is over, they come back to, like for example, we go for a movie, we pay some 300 or maybe 600 rupees ticket, and we get a good seat in the movie. It is a beautiful movie. There is air conditioning, there is stereo surround systems, all the systems are in play. Then the movie begins. We enjoy the movie, we revel in the movie, we enjoy the songs, we enjoy the camera. So much has been done for us to enjoy in the movie. And so, because we enjoy all that, and then the intermission comes, we get some snacks, we get some popcorn, we get some ice cream or puffs, we have a nice cup of coffee or cola, we use our money to enjoy, and then we come back again and the movie is over. And after the movie is over, then one moment please. After the movie is over, we cannot continue to sit in the theater and enjoy living in the theater. We have to come back home. In the same way, we pay for the expenses to Swargaloka by doing punya. And then we go to Swargaloka after death. And after enjoying in Swargaloka, we come back to this earth to earn more money and then do whatever we want to do and enjoy whatever we want to enjoy. Tetam bhuktva Swargalokam Vishalam Kshine Punye Martya Lokam Vishanti. We go up and then we come down again. Ye punaha nishkamaha samyak darshinaha. Then what happens? So here Bhagavan Adisankaracharya says, Kaman kamayante iti kama kama. People who desire desires. The desirer is called kama kama. Labhante gata gatam eva. Natu swatantriyam kadachit labhante. They only get going and coming. They only get going and coming. They don't get anything out of freedom. See, it is the cinema, the owner of the theater has the freedom to come and go in the theater. He has the freedom to go anywhere in the theater. The owner of the whole building and the owner of the whole theater production company, he has the he has the freedom to do what he wants into that building. But we who pay for the film, we have the right only to come in where we are allowed to come in, and sit where we are allowed to sit, and see what we are shown, and eat what is being served to us and what we pay for, and then exit, take our car, come out of the exit gate, and then we don't have any business inside the theater. If we are roaming around in the theater, we will be pushed out, or we will be, the police will be called, and we will be brought to jail as a nuisance case. So, ye punaha, the same thing as nuisance case in heaven also. We cannot do anything, even in the theater also. You cannot indulge in other desires that you have, other desires that is not allowed there, like talking loudly or creating disturbance for others, or indulging in some kind of a bad behavior is not allowed. You will be pulled out and pushed out of the theater. In the same way, in heaven also, you cannot do anything that you wish in heaven. Ye punaha nishkamaha samyak darshinaha. But people who are free of desires and they have a vision of clarity, they are samyak darshi, means they are able to see very clearly. What happens to them? Who are they? Those people, what do they do all the time? Ananyas chintayanto mam ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् अनन्याः चिन्तयन्तः माम्. There are people who are samyak darshis, who see the truth. Samyak darshi means who sees the right thing, who sees through the right lens. That means who sees through the lens of consciousness, the lens of life is a samyak darshi. What do they do? Ananyaha chintayantaha mam. They do not have any other thought in their mind all the time. Throughout the day, every minute, on the hour, every hour, 365 days, and all the years of their lifetime, after getting this knowledge, they're thinking about me alone. Ananyaha. Me means the self, the Ishvara, Guruhu, Atma. All three are me. All three are the self only. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Ye Janaha Pari Upasate. Those people who are worshipping me in all directions, from all ways and forms, Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam. Those people are Nitya Abhiyukta. Always they are integrated. Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahami Aham. Bhagavan Ishvara says, Prana is Ishvara. Prana is only giving us all these blessings. What is there in something juicy that we eat? We experience a prana within us. We experience a little amount of prana in the chocolate or in that ice cream. When it gets stale, when there is no prana, we don't want to touch it. What is there in the beautiful tomato, which is red and shining? There is abundance of prana. What is there in our face when it is abundant and shining and brilliant? There is prana. So that prana is Ishvara. Ishvara blesses us all the time with yogam. Yogam is what I don't have, I ask for it. That is yogam. And what is kshemam? What I don't have comes to me. It is yogam. And what comes to me is preserved. That is kshema. Both Bhagavan does. The motto of Life Insurance Corporation is yoga kshemam vahamyaham. From this, it is from verse 22, chapter 9 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Anybody going for quiz competitions? This is one favorite question sometime. There are many places in the Bhagavad Gita which are like Yoga Karma Sukaushalam is the motto of IAS Academy Dehradun, Training Academy Dehradun. And then Siddhar Bhavati Karmaja is a motto of IIT Madras, Indian Institute of Technology Madras. That is in chapter 4. And in chapter, what is that? I said Yoga Karma Sukhaushalam is from chapter 2, I think. Yes. And then you have in chapter 11, Nabhasprasham Deeptam. That is a motto of the Indian Air Force, which participated recently in the Operation Sindoor. All these powerful mottos that we have is running the nation. Satyameva Jayate is from the Upanishad. It is the motto that is written in our rupee notes and rupee coins. The motto of LIC is Yogakshemam Vahami aham. I give you yoga, meaning you think you don't have money, I will give you the money that you want. You think you don't have food, I will provide you the food you want. You think you don't have clothes to wear, I will provide those clothes. You think you don't have a house and you want a house, I will provide you the house. You think you don't have a car and you want a car, I will provide you the car. Who will provide us? That Ishvara, that Prana will provide us, provided we live a life of purity and we pray for what we genuinely want. Yoga Kshemam Vahami Aham. So, what does Bhagavan Adisankaracharya says? Ananya Apratak Bhutaha. Apratak means nothing else. Only that one thought is there in my mind all the time. Worshipping Bhagavan, praising Bhagavan, singing the glories of Bhagavan, then surrendering to Bhagavan, offering to Bhagavan, thinking about Bhagavan, playing with Bhagavan, connecting with Bhagavan, talking with Bhagavan, or listening to Bhagavan, listening to his greatness, listening to his glories, contemplating about his leelas, about his actions, contemplating about his home, dhamma, and contemplating about his gunas, contemplating about his form. There's a very beautiful verse in Tirumandiram. தெளிவு குருவின் திருமேனி காண்டல். When we are looking at the form of the Guru, we get clarity. தெளிவு குருவின் திருநாமம் செப்பல். When we chant the name of the Guru, we get clarity. தெளிவு குருவில் திருவார்த்தை கேட்டல். When we listen to the words of the Guru, we get clarity. தெளிவு குருவுரு சிந்தித்தல் காணே. We get clarity when we think about the form of the Guru. So, Chintayantaha mam ye janaha sannyasinaha pari upasate. These sannyasis means people who have given up everything else and focusing on that only one thing. For a laukika, worldly example of a sannyasi is people, for example, a PhD research scholar. He would have studied so many subjects in school. He would have studied mathematics, language, English, and then science, computer science, economics, advanced English, geography, history, civics, EVS, environmental sciences, social sciences. All these subjects he would have studied. Art, how to draw, how to do needlework. As every class progresses, he gives away something else, some subject or the other. He keeps shedding. And then when he goes to standard 11 and standard 12, after writing the 10th standard public exams, he chooses his subjects. Maybe his physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, or physics, chemistry, biology, computer science, or physics, chemistry, mathematics, and computer science, or advanced English, history, geography, economics, and otherwise computer science, history, geography, economics, or commerce and accountancy, economics, and history. All these subjects they select in standard 11 and 12. And then they leave that also. Then they may take either one economics or either one history in the bachelor's degree, or they may do one medicine or one engineering or one commerce or one accountancy or ICWAI, ACAI, chartered accountancy, whatever it is, one subject they will take up. English literature, whatever. Then in the MA, they may specialize. People who study English literature may take up visual communication, may take up journalism, editing, may take up film production, may take up acting as a career. So many things they specialize in their masters. Or they may take up music. In music also, they may take up any instrumental music or particular instrument and do that and study. Even in that, they have a lot of general things. And then finally, you can do your MPhil or you can write your examination for PhD, the National Education Testing Exam, and you qualify for doing your PhD. And in PhD, in the whole gamut of the whole subjects that they have, even in that one subject, they will take up one topic and they will take up one sentence and one thesis, and they'll be researching on that one thesis alone till they get their PhD. That is what these Ananya Chintaya is. Ananya Chintaya is Apratak Bhutaha. Nothing else is there in my thought. There is only one thought of Bhagavan all the time. So, Ananya Apratak Bhutaha Param Devam Narayanam Atmatvena Gataha Santaha Chintayantaha Mam Ye Janaha Sannyasinaha Pari Upasate. These sannyasis, they contemplate on only that divine only all the time. Pari upasate means from all directions they worship, in all manners they worship. Suppose they have to get up in the morning and they brush their teeth, they will remember God. There is a mantra for everything. Danta dhavanam mantra, snanam there is a mantra, Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru is a sthana mantra. Then you have Abhyanga Snanam for men, Ashwattama Balirvyasaha, Hanumansha Vibhishanaha. Then Parashura Ashwattama Balirvyasaha, Hanumansha Vibhishanaha. Then one more is there, then Parashuramaha, Saptaite Chiranjivinaha. So Balirvyasaha, I'm not getting the sixth name. Saptaite Chiranjivinaha for men. And then for women, what do they say? Ahalya Draupadi Sita, Tara Mandodari Stata, Panchakanyam Imam Smritva. There is remembering the 5 women, they comb their hair and they take bath. So they will gain purity of mind and their thoughts by remembering these 5 women. Panchakanya means they are very pure women. That's what it means. Yogaha. So here, apratak bhutaha, param devam. And then again when you eat food, they chant Brahmarpanam, Pranaya Swaha, Panaya Swaha, Vyanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha, Samanaya Swaha. Then they do puja also. And then while cooking also they chant mantras. And then before eating food also they chant from the Bhagavad Gita chapter 15. And after eating also they tell mantras. And then they do the parisheshanam. And then completely they chant the mantras and the prayers and they complete their food. Before sleeping also there are mantras. For example, in Tamil also it's the Achyutana Payar Solli Anantana Pai Virichu Govindana Paduttavarku Tumbamillai Orunalum Tumbamillai Orunalum Karacharana Kritam Va Kayajam Karmajam Va Shravananayanajam Va Manasam Va Paradham Vihitam Avihitam Va Sarvametat Kshamasva Jaya Jaya Karunabdhe Shri Mahadeva Shambho is one. And then you have Duswapna Dushakuna Durgati Daurmanasya Durbhiksha Dussaha Duryashamsi Utpatatapa Vishabhiti Masadgrahartim Vyadimcha Nashyatume Jagatamadhishaha. These mantras they chant and go to sleep. And morning when they wake up, they rub their hands, they touch their eyes. They can also begin with Pratasmarami Hridi Samspuradatma Tattvam Satchit Sukham Paramahamsa Gatim Turiyam Yat Swapna Jagara Sushuptam Avaiti Nityam Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham Nacha Bhuta Sanghaha. Or Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati Karamadhye tu Govindaha Prabhate Karadarshanam Samudravasane Devi, touching the earth in the morning before even putting our leg, keeping our hand and feeling the earth. Samudravasane Devi Parvatastana Mandale Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparsham Kshamaswame. So these are the different ways by which they worship the Ishvara. Tesham Paramartha Darshinam Nityabhiyuktanam Satatam Abhiyuktanam. Satatam Abhiyuktanam means all the time united with the Nama, with the name of the Lord, with the remembrance of the Lord. Tasya Smritir Tatra Dridhaiva Nishtha, says Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. Remembering the Lord is Nishtha in the Lord, Nishtha in Ishvara. Abhiyuktanam, Satata Abhiyuktanam. For those people, I provide yoga and kshema. Bhagavan is helping everybody, but specially he helps people who are remembering him all the time. Yoga kshemam, yogaha, apraptasya prappanam. Whatever I don't have, I want it and I get it, that is yoga. Then kshema is tadrakshanam, protecting what is there with me, that is kshema. Tat ubhayam vahami, prapayami aham. I will bring both yoga and kshema. Jnani tu atma eva me matam sacha mama priyaha yasmat tasmat te mama atma bhutaha priyaha cha iti. So this jnani is atma bhuta, he is my own self only. So I don't think of him as different, and the jnani is very dear to me. the one who knows. Here, Jnani means the thought. The thought, the remembrance of that Ishvara is the Jnani. And when the person who is saying me here is Bhagavan, which is the Prana Tattva in us. So the Prana Tattva is not different from the thought, and the thought is not different from the Prana Tattva. That's how we understand it. They are not different from each other. Nanu, consciousness is not different from feeling, and feeling is not different from consciousness. In other words, for our simpler understanding, Nanu, Anyesham api bhaktanam yogakshemam vahanti eva Bhagavan. But for the question is, for other people also Bhagavan is providing yogakshema or what? Or only for the Jnani is providing yogakshema? Is he partial to the Jnani? Satyam evam vahati eva. Yes, indeed, Bhagavan provides yogakshema for others also. Kimnu ayam visheshaha anye ye bhaktaha te swatmartham swayam api yogakshemam igante ananya darshinaha tu na atmartham yogakshemam igante. But what is the difference? The other people who are devoted to me for other reasons, not the Jnani. The Jnani is devoted to me for myself alone, and he knows I am him and he is me, and so he is having devotion. For that Jnani, I provide yogakshemam. But for the other devotees, what happens is, they are not only desiring for me, they are also desiring, and they are also engaging in action to go out into the world and get what they want, and then try to protect them, try to protect. So many people on YouTube nowadays, this new age language, they talk doing, having, doing, and being. Having is shema. You have something, and then that is being protected as shema. Yoga is striving for something. I want to achieve this, and I want to get that, and getting that, doing something. Being is being a jnani, being in the know that whatever I want, I have it already with me. That is being. So here, Bhagavan says, generally people who are like jnanis, they are in the state of being, because they don't really strive for anything else. They think about me alone, and out of love they think about me, not for getting anything from me. But whereas the other people, the other bhaktas who are my devotees also, they think about me, they do puja for me, but they also go to the temple for getting their own wishes fulfilled. They also go to the temple for even thinking ill about others or not fulfilling somebody else's wishes. Also they pray, and they also do their own striving and seeking and searching, and they also do their own acquisition of wealth also they do, Bhagavan says. So ihante anyanya darshinaha tu na atmartham yoga kshemam ihante. They do not seek for yoga and kshema for themselves. The samyak darshis, ananya darshis, who are all thinking about me, they don't want something for themselves, and they don't want something that they have to be preserved for their sake. They are living only for the sake of the universe, the world. Nahite jivite maraneva atmanaha gridhim kurvanti kevalameva bhagavat charanaha te. So while they are living or in their death, they do not entertain any kind of actions for their own self. They do not desire for their own self, but they are Bhagavat Charanaha. They are always surrendered to that Ishvara. Ataha Bhagavaneva Tesham Yogakshemam Vahati iti. They do not work for themselves. They do not strive for themselves. They are content with what they have. They just do what is required for the movement of the physical body, for the protection, the care of the physical body. That much only they do. They cover themselves up, and they take care of themselves neatly and presentable, keep them presentable for the world and to relate with the world and engage with the world. They don't seek for anything more than that for themselves. So because they don't do it for themselves, Bhagavan is doing it for them. Because Bhagavan loves people to be happy. Bhagavan loves people to have samriddhi. So that is why Bharata Desha is not a country of poverty consciousness. We are a country of prosperity consciousness. Bhagavan is waiting to help us and provide us with what we want. There is no harm in seeking from Bhagavan, asking Bhagavan for what we genuinely want and fulfill our wishes. But if we do not do anything, we do not take care of our own wishes, then Bhagavan himself fulfills them for us. He may do it through many people. He may do it through your parents. He may do it through your family members. He may do it through your colleagues. He may do it through your bosses. He may do it through your neighbors. He may do it through your government. He may do it through your well-wishers. He may do it through your academicians. He may do it through your teachers and school students. And he may do it through children. He may do it through youth. He may do it through middle-aged people. He may do it through midlife people. He may do it through old age people, senior citizens, through whatever manner. He may do it through shopkeepers. He may do it through hospitals. He may do it through doctors, engineers, lawyers, accountants, chartered accountants. He may do it through watchmen, any service industry in this world. Everything is nothing but Bhagavat Swarupam. Everything is army, navy, air force, the space agencies, the protection agencies, the DRDO, the research agencies, the TWAD board, the water supply, the drainage board, the national highways, the state highways, the religious and charitable endowments board, whatever it is, everything is divine. There is nothing in this world that is not spiritual, that is working for us. The underground railway system, the railway system, everything is only Bhagavan at work for us, providing for us in many ways. Nahite jivante marane va atmani gridhim kurvanti kevalam eva bhagavat charanaha te ataha Bhagavan eva tesham yogakshemam vahati iti. Only Bhagavan is providing for their yogakshema is not coming through people. For example, someone presented somebody else with a ring, and this man is going on profusely thanking the other man for the ring. Then the guru of this person pointed out, he said, see, you're thanking the person who provided the gold ring so much. Why haven't you thanked the God who provided you this finger to wear the ring on? So that is what Bhagavan does. Bhagavan is that finger with which we wear the ring, on which we wear the ring. And the people who give us are all agents of Bhagavan. They are not the actual providers, they are the agents. Atmartham yogakshemam na ekante. Sorry. Nanu anyapi devataha tvameva chet tad bhaktaha cha tvameva yajante satyam evam. Then is it true that when all the other devatas are you only, then the devotees of all those gods are actually worshipping you only, Bhagavan? Is it not true? Yes, of course it is true. Satyam. Epyanya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhi purvakam. Of course, indeed. Epi anya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayanvitaha. They worship the gods with all devotion. They do Varalakshmi Puja, they do Kubera Puja, they do Vastu Homa, they do some nice rituals and actions, but with ulterior benefits, but they do it with devotion and faith. Anya Devata Bhakta Yajante. They worship Mahalakshmi for wealth, they worship Saraswati for knowledge, they worship Ganesha that obstacles may be removed, they worship Surya that they may Arogyam Bhaskarat Ichet, Dhanam Ichet Hutashanat, Jnanam Ichet, Jnanam Ichet Mahadevat, Moksham Ichet Janardanat, Arogyam Bhaskarat Ichet. Ask Bhagavan Surya for good health. Dhanam Ichet Hutashanat. Ask Agni Bhagavan for wealth. Then, if you want knowledge, ask Shiva. Pray to Shiva. And Moksham Ichet Janardana. If you want moksha, if you want freedom, pray to Janardana. So many gods are being prayed to. Epi Anya Devata Bhakta Yajante Shraddhayan Vitaha. With all Shraddha they pray. Tepi Mameva Kaunteya Yajantya Avidhi Purvakam. But only one thing, Arjuna, they worship many gods with all Shraddha, but they also worship only me, but they don't worship me really. Avidhi means like they don't have the right rules of worship for me. What is the right rules of worshipping Bhagavan? Right rules of worshipping Bhagavan is worshipping Bhagavan with love only in our heart and no other demands, nothing else. Only then it is worshipping only Bhagavan. If we worship for something else, it is avidhi. There are no rules in that. Avidhi purvakam. They do not worship in that path in which they should worship me. Epi anya devata bhakta anyasu devatasu bhakta anya devata bhaktaha, meaning people who worship many other gods, santaha yajante pujayante shraddhaya astikya buddhya. Shraddha means astikya buddhi, asti iti buddhi. Guru vedanta vakyeshu vishwasaha iti shraddha. I have faith that what the Guru tells me and what the Vedanta, the words of the Guru, the words of the masters, the words of the Shastras tell me, I have faith that yes, it is true. Astika buddhya anvita anugataha, they follow that. Te api mameva kaunteya yajanti, but they only worship me, but avidhi purvakam. Avidhi, what is avidhi? Ajnana tatpurvakam. They do not have the complete knowledge. They are operating from half knowledge or half baked knowledge. Tatpurvakam, ajnana purvakam, yajante ityartaha. Even if you worship me with ajnana also, if you worship any gods out of ignorance, out of fear, in Saddarshanam, there's very beautiful verses there. I love that. Mrityunjayam mrityubhiyashritanam aham pratyayam mrityumupaiti purvam mrityunjayam. People worship Mrityunjaya Shiva. Why do they worship Shiva? Mrityubhiya ashritanam. They have mrityubhi. They have fear of death and so they worship Shiva. But for them, what happens is aham pratyaya. The I thought goes away. The I thought flies away. It dies. Mrityum upaiti purvam. Before the body could die, the I thought dies. Mrityum upaiti purvam. So there is no mrityu for such people because the I thought already dies. So avidhi is ajnana. Even with ajnana, if you worship, I will bless those people. I am only blessing those people. Yajante. So what? Kasmate avidhi purvakam yajante iti uchate. How do they worship you out of ignorance? How do they worship you without following the rules of worship? What are the rules of worship? Worshipping with jnana. Shivam bhutva Shivam yajet. When you worship Shiva, you become Shiva and worship Shiva, which means you become as pure as Bhagavan Shiva through your actions and purifications of mind, activities to purify the mind, and then you worship Bhagavan Shiva. So, why do they worship with ajnana, with avidhi purvakam? Why do they worship? Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena tascha vantite. They're all slipping away from the tattva, the essence of everything. That is, whatever we do, we should have the essential knowledge of what you do, what we do, what we understand. Our understanding should be clear. Whether we do puja, whether we offer flowers, or whether we show the dhupa, whether we show the deepa, whether we offer the naivedya, whether we offer the karpura nirajana, we should understand and know why we are doing it, and we do it. So everybody does not know that. Why they do not know? Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhuhu evacha. I am the bhokta. I am the consumer of all the actions. The benefits of all the actions, Bhagavan is the consumer. I am the consumer, not that individual. I am the consumer of all the actions. I am also the master of all the actions. In the previous chapter also is Adi Yajno Ahameva Atra. It has been said, I am the consumer of all actions. I am standing on top of action. I am the Swami. I am the master for all the actions. Meaning master of all the actions means everywhere if you see, in companies or in offices, even for small works, they will ask one person to sweep. They will send another person to monitor this person sweeping. They will ask some person to wipe the window. There will be another person, he will not doing the work. He'll be monitoring the person who's wiping the window. In the same way, Bhagavan is the bhokta. He is the enjoyer and he is also the master of the action. Natu mam abhijananti. But people don't know me. They don't know that I am the master, I am the doer, and I am the Lord. And tatvena ataha chavantite. They fall away from the tattva. They fall away from the essence of the self because they do not know I am there residing as the enjoyer of the action and doer of the action. Aham hi sarva yajnanam shrautanam smarthanam cha sarvesham yajnanam devatatmatvena bhokta cha prabhuhu eva cha. I am the adhishtana devata of all actions, of all yajnas. Yajna means simply action, offering. What we do beautifully, what we offer beautifully to the universe, to the divine, to the world, to other people is yajna. Even if you're serving food for somebody, if you've got everything neatly packed in the box on the journey, somebody, maybe your relative or your whoever, your family member or somebody beloved, you're serving food. You got it neatly packed, you've cooked very well, you cooked with all love, you packed it with love, then you bought all the necessary equipment so that everything is not messy, the car is not disturbed, and then you offer the plate, you put the cloth so that nothing spills over the person, then you offer the plate, and then you serve whatever you have to serve. Even serving food is such an art. Everything, there is something that comes one after the other. First comes vegetables, and then comes the rice, and then comes the parpatakam or the appalam or whatever you boil stuff that you, the fryams and other things. And then the water is offered also. And with all love, you do all this. So that is yajna. Yajna means offering. Yajna is just work. And then bhokta, I am the yajna bhokta means I am the one who enjoys whatever is being offered as work. And I am the one who is the master also of the whole process of doing as well as enjoying and understanding. If you don't know this tatve natyaha, what happens? Prabhu eva mat swamikaha hi yajnaha aham adhiyajnaha ahamevatra iti uktam. So I am the Swami of yajna. I am the master of yajna. Says Bhagavan, Tatha natu mam abhijananti. But if people don't know me, tatvena yathavat, if they don't me as who I am, then what happens? Ataha cha avidipurvakam ishtva yagaphalat chavanti prachavanti. They do not offer, they do not do their actions completely because they don't know that I am there. So slipshod actions. What is it? When a person thinks that there's nobody who's watching their actions and they do a slipshod walk, slipshod job, who is actually the experiencer of the slipshod work? That person who has done the action is the first experiencer of the slipshod work. Why they are the experiencer? Because Bhagavan is residing in that person as the Adi Yajna and Bhokta and the Prabhu. So ataha avidipurvakam ishtva yagapalat chavanti. They do not enjoy the full results of the, when you really do a wonderful job of cleaning your house, keeping it neat and tidy, washing vessels, no, and then drying them in the sun, wiping them, and then allowing them to dry. So people ask, why do you wash the vessels? You just allow it to dry in that basket, no? Why do you want to wipe it and keep it in the sun and then keep it to dry? No, there is a, the more and more you add beauty to the actions, the more and more the objects begin to shine with divine grace. The more and more you keep your house neat, clean, and tidy, you keep everything in its place. You see that it is dusted. You see that the floor is mopped, swept and mopped every day. You see that the windows are dusted. You see that everything is in its place, and only whatever is required is taken out and then put back in its place after the job is over. You feel a lot of you feel a lot of happiness and joy when you have eaten the food and when you just sit down quietly and when the clothes are drying beautifully after a hard work of washing, and when the vessels are drying in the basket, and when everything is in its place, the house is neat, clean, and tidy. And after you finish all the work, you either want to sit down quietly to study, or you want to sit down quietly to listen to some music, or you want to sit down and chant something, or you want to read a book and you want to just spend the day and enjoy the day, you will be able to enjoy much better when everything is done very well, because Bhagavan is there in the action. Bhagavan is the experiencer of the action, and Bhagavan is the master of the action. When that Bhagavan is satisfied, when the Bhagavan is, when that Ishvara is very, very happy, then the experience of the results of your action will be complete. If Ishvara is not happy, the results of action, the experience will not be complete. So, प्रच्यवन्ति ते ते अपि अन्यदेवता भक्तिमत्वेन अविधिपूर्वकं यजन्ते तेषाम् अपि यागफलम् अवश्यं भावि कथम् ये अपि अन्यदेवता भक्तित्वेन अविधिपूर्वकं यजन्ते तेषामपि यागफलम् अवश्यं भावि. How for them also the yajna phala will happen completely. How is it so? Yanti devavrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejyaha yanti madhyajinopi mam. So even if they do with ajnana, for them also the results of action will come. How? Yanti devavrata devan. Those who worship the devas by fasting and other means, they will reach the devas. Pitrun yanti pitruvrataha. Those who worship the pitrus will reach the pitrus. Bhutani yanti bhuta ijya. Those who worship the powers of nature, like earth, water, fire, air, and space, when they worship them, they will reach them. Yanti madhyajinaha api mam. The one who worships me will reach me. Bhagavan says. Such a beautiful verse. How beautifully we may contemplate on this. Bhagavan Adisankaracharya says, Yanti gachanti devavrata deveshu vratam niyamaha bhaktihi cha esham te devavrata devan yanti. Those who have devavratas, every Friday I chant Lalita Sahasranama, every Friday I chant Saturday I chant Vishnu Sahasranama, every Ekadashi I fast without rice, I eat only wheat and fruits and chant Vishnu Sahasranama. Every Pradosham, I worship Lord Shiva and I do Shiva Puja, Shiva Aradhana during Pradosham. So then if we do this continuously, we will reach those gods at the end of our lifetime. When we are going to the other realms of existence, we will reach those gods. Pitrun yanti agnishtwata din yanti pitruvrataha. People agnishvata adin. Agnishvata means people who eat fire. What are they called? Agni ushmapaha. People like even for the devata offerings, the devatas will not punish you if out of mistake you give them something wrong. They will just not take it. You will not get the full benefit, that's all. But they will not punish you. But Pitrus, if you do something wrong for them, if you do something, the offerings are not correct, if you do not do it properly, if you do not worship them properly, then they will not just not accept it, they will also curse. Why do Pitrus curse? They are called Ushmapaha. Ushmapaha means when hot food is served during all the Shraddha and the other events for the Pitrus. Why? Because Pitrus take that heat of the food. They absorb the heat of the food. The Devatas absorb the fragrance, the taste, the smell of the food Devatas take. But the Pitrus take the heat of the food. That is their nourishment. So Ushmapaha, Agni Atta, Agnishu Attadin, Pitrus, Yanti Pitruvrataha. If you worship the Pitrus, why they curse? It is not because they are all bad people. Pitrus are good only. They curse because we understand the language of pain only. We don't understand the language of well-being and goodness. When something is hurting us, when something is painful to us, only then we wake up to reality. We wake up to see that what we are doing wrong, what we need to correct in our course of action. Everything we do, that is the way Pitrus are guiding us. So Pitruvrataha Pitrun Yanti. Those who worship the ancestors will go to their ancestors. Pitru Bhaktaha. If you don't worship also, even if you are loving, What is Pitru Bhakti? When the father and mother are alive, taking care of them, providing for them, nursing them, nourishing them, giving them what they really need, truly need, and giving them, fulfilling their dharmic desires is the best thing that a son or daughter can do. And when the father and mother have gone away, then doing the Pitru Karma of offering water and the sesame seeds or whatever it is, the homas and the havans that have to be done according to the rules that have to be done. The Pitru Karma has to be done during those periods of time. That is what you can do for them after they pass on. Even if we don't do that, also they will curse. Why they curses? It is like calling guests. Where during this Mahalaya Paksham, during this Amavasya Tithi and those days, the Pitrus are all coming and knocking at your door because they love you, they come. You have loved them and they've loved you, they've given birth to you, and so they come during that time. And when they come and knock at your house, and if you are not aware of all this, you just sit and relax and watch, eat popcorn and watch TV, and they're waiting at the door. They are very hungry, they want to eat food out of your hands, they want to take your offerings, they have come for that, they've come for the food and water that you're offering them. And everybody is calling, and you also call, because by naturally being the sun itself, you call the Pitrus. Your that connection, that the energetic connection is there, and then you call them and they're standing at the door, and you just relax and do something else, then they will curse because they want to bring your attention to what you need to do. So yanti devavrata devana pitrun yanti pitruvrata. Devas will not curse. If you don't worship them, if you don't call them, they will simply won't come. They are very busy enjoying their lives and doing what they have to do with all the power that they have, that they are not bothered about the devotees actually. Devotees are like flies for the devas, because you just, they just, what do they do? Just how when a fly is sitting on your face or many flies are sitting, we just swish them away. So that is what devas do with us. When we are going on pestering them with I want this and I want, okay, take it, go, get away from me, get away from here. That's what the devas do. But Pitrus are not like that. They love us, they care for us, and they want to receive what we give them also in return. Shraddhadi Kriya Paraha, Pitru Bhaktaha. Who are Pitru Bhaktas? They are all people who do Shraddha and Shraddha and other karma. Shraddhadi Kriya Paraha. Bhutani, who are the Bhutas? Bhuta Bhaktas, Vinayaka, Matrugana, Chatur Bhaginyadini, Yanti. There are small gods. Vinayaka means not the Ganesha that we worship. There are many lesser gods that are worshipped, like the Saptamatrakas, and the Chatur Bhagini means the four sisters, and all these kinds of gods. Vaishnava, Bhutanam Pujakaha. Basically, earth, water, fire, air, and space, the five elements in many forms are worshipped. Samane api ayase. There may be other gods, like suppose there is a woman who was pregnant, and in her 8th month or 9th month of pregnancy she dies. She becomes a devata. She is worshipped as a devata. There are lesser gods, and they will also be blessing. They are the Pitru Ganaha, the Bhuta Ganaha. They are all worshipped. Yanti Madhyajinaha Madhya Yajana Shilaha Vaishnava Mam Giva. But people who worship me, Vaishnavaha means the people who worship Vishnu, that prana that is present everywhere. Vyapakatvat iti Vishnuhu. People who worship that prana, they reach me only. Samane api ayase. The effort is, whether you cook for 100, whether you cook for 5 people at home, or whether you cook for 1 person, the ayasa, the effort is the same. The cutting the vegetable, little more only extra will be, or less will be there. We have to do the same effort of cutting vegetables, of keeping the stove and keeping the vessel, taking the water, sauteing, pouring, cooking, and then cleaning. The ayasa is the same. But aphala, the result is, the people who worship me, they come to me. They don't have to think about anything else after that. The people who worship lesser gods, they will get only that much. People who go to the supermarket will get everything. People who go to one shop will get only that one particular thing. So, apala bhajanti ajnanat. So, samane api ayase mameva na bhajante ajnanat. Tena te alpabala bhoja bhavanti ityartha. Even though the effort is the same, people who do not worship me and they keep worshipping other gods, then they will get only little benefits out of that. Alpaphala bhoga bhavanti, bhojaha bhavanti. Only little benefit they will get. Iti arthaha. This is the meaning. न केवलं मद्भक्तानाम् अनावृत्ति लक्षणम् अनंतफलम सुखाराधन च अहम कथम. So, up to what verse I wanted to see today? Up to the 27th verse. Okay. If my devotees, it is very easy to worship me, says Bhagavan. How do devotees worship me so that they don't return into this bhuloka again, into this world of name and form, and striving and seeking and never to find and not only to yield, all that. How to strive, to seek, to find and not to yield? I think it is a John Milton on his blindness. It's a last line of that poem. To strive, to seek, to find and not to yield. So that is the nature of the life on earth. If you don't want this kind of a life, you want a very happy life, you don't want to return to this earth plane for any other reason, for fulfilling any desires. How does it happen? How do you worship me every day? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakyupahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. What a beautiful verse. Tears come to the eyes when we think about the love of Bhagavan. You give me this much, it is enough, my dear. You don't need to do great yajnas, grand yajnas. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Patram, one lovely leaf, one tulasi, or one bilva. Patram, pushpam, one flower, one lotus, one jasmine, one malli, or one small tiny tumba flower, or one chapaka flower. Whatever flower you may get, but which is good for divine offerings, because every flower has got sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamoguna. And there are so many Puranas which are stories by which certain flowers are all having curses on them, which are not to be offered. Like Champaka flower, it is Nishiddha because it has lied. It has gone. It has just lied along with Brahmaji and participated in a lie. So it was cursed. No, not Champaka, sorry, Ketaki flower. So, Pushpam, Phalam, a fruit, one flower. If you can't offer, if you can offer just a leaf, also enough. If you can't offer leaf, if you can offer a little more, offer leaf and flower. A little more, if you want to offer for me, you will offer leaf, flower, and fruit. If you want to offer a little more for me, you offer some water also. Prayachanti. Prakarshena yachati means with all love. Prayachanti means not just throwing it like that. With all love, giving is prayachanti. Nivedana. Nivedana is giving information to Bhagavan. Prayatatmanaha tasya. One who strives to do all this. It takes a lot of effort. Even in my house, when I'm offering these flowers for puja, there is a very beautiful plant outside. A hibiscus rosasinensis plant with white hibiscus flowers. It is blooming so beautifully in the morning. There are some 7 to 10 flowers. But if I'm not in the mood, I am not able to open this one door and one gate and wear my slippers and step out to that place and pick those flowers and come inside. So I just buy some flowers and keep it in the fridge and I offer. Everything requires effort, and we may not all the time be able to spend that much energy to do simple things also. But if you can take the effort, offer some water. Prayachati, bhakti upakrita, with a lot of devotion. It is one small shloka also you can take. If you want to do a simple puja for Bhagwan, you just take a leaf, maybe a tulsi or a vilva leaf, or even a mango leaf or some leaf out of love, some leaf that you can eat. You offer it to Bhagwan. Say, Bhagwan, this leaf is there, I am offering to you, Bhagwan. You please take it, no? And then you take one flower. Bhagwan, this flower is there, I am giving you, Bhagwan. It is so beautiful on you, Bhagwan. Will you please accept it, Bhagwan? That is accepted. And then you take one fruit, maybe a banana or one tiny kismis. What is it called? Dried grape. Again, one fruit is also enough. You take one fruit, small fruit. You are only going to eat it finally. After you offer to Bhagwan, He is not going to eat the whole fruit. He is only going to eat your love, that offering of love. There's this book called Reality Transurfing by Vladimir Zealand. That book says one very interesting thing. This whole world, the atmosphere, he's a physicist, he's a scientist, and he has written this book on the quantum dynamics and what is present in the quantum field. He said there are pendulums of different form, which are sucking out the energy, and there are good pendulums, there are bad pendulums. And what is the scope of a pendulum, what is the work of the pendulum is to get our energy. So Ishvara is also like that force of energy which receives our sattvic energy, which receives our love, and is nourished by that love, and it grows by that love. That pendulum which is fed by a lot of people becomes very strong. So they offer bhakti purvakam prapitam bhaktya. And if you cannot do all this, water is there, you drink water every. Bhagwan, here little water for you. Please take water, Bhagwan. You can talk to Bhagwan with love and offer. And bhakti nal, bhakti purvakam upakritam ashnami grinhami prayata atmanaha shuddha buddhehe, by the one with a pure intellect, pure mind. When it is offered with love, Bhagwan is only very happy to take it. Yata eva mataha. Why? Because this is a very, very, very beautiful. If you cannot offer all this also, it is enough. It is okay if you just do this. What? Yat karoshi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Yat karoshi. Whatever you do, what am I doing right now? I am doing this Bhagavad Gita Shravana Sadhani Yajna for the 48th day now. Yat karoshi. What are you doing for the 48th day? You are listening to Bhagavad Gita. Yat karoshi. Yad ashnasi. Whatever you are consuming, what are you doing? Yat karoshi is what am I doing? I am doing this work with the sense organs of action. I am doing. Yata ashnasi. The sense organ of perception, what are you taking in? You are taking in for the 48th day. Through your ears, you are taking into the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Yata juhoshi. Whatever you are consecrated offering into the fire or into the work in the world, whatever you are offering. It may be your job as a sweeper, or it may be a job as a lawyer, it may be a job as an administrator, it may be your job as a teacher, it may be a job as computer analyst or a coding professional, or an artificial intelligence engineer, whatever you may be doing, or a rocket science engineer, whatever, like nothing is a lesser job or a greater job. Whatever juhoshi, whatever you offer, dadasiyat, whatever you give other people, give with love. Simple love is only Bhagavan. There is no other divinity in this world other than love. Anbum Shivamam Irendenbar Arivilar. Everybody, the ignorant people say love and God are different. Anbe Shivamavad Yarum Marigilar. This God alone is Shiva. Anbe Shivamavad Yarum Marindapin. When they know that Shiva is only God, Anbe Shivamai Amarndirindari. This it as love, this it as God. Yata tapasyasi. What all difficult things that you strive and do. Tapas means you might be doing some fasting. We fast for becoming trim. We do intermittent fasting. We fast so that we are getting more brilliant ideas. We fast to achieve some goal. We do all the fasting. You don't do it for small things. Yet tapasyasi kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Tat, like here Kaunteya, Kunti Putra is doing this war. So that is his juhoshi. He is fighting the war. He is offering his services in the war. Yet tapasyasi, he is striving for winning in the war. But don't do it for yourself. Tat kurushva madarpanam. You do it as an offering for me. simple statements in the Bhagavad Gita that will help us to live a life of devotion. Yat karoshi swataha praptam yat ashnasi. Whatever you do and whatever you get which you consume, ashnasi, yat cha jhoshi havanam nirvartayasi. Shrautam smartam va. So whatever you offer, whether it's a Shrauta karma or Smarta karma, whatever you offer, yata dadasi prayachasi brahmanadibhyo hiranyan anna ajyadi. So whatever you give, like to brahmanas, they give for havans, they give gold, they give raw bananas, they give dhotis, they give this chatram umbrella, they give a torchlight, they may give some food items, or they give a pair of slippers. All these things are all given. Whatever you give, dadati, or they give donation, they give cash, dadati. So, bhakti purvakam prapitam bhaktya upakritam aham prayachati tad aham patradi bhaktya upakritam bhakti purvam prapitam bhaktya upakritam ashnami grinhami prayata atmanaha shuddha buddhehe. One with a pure heart, when they offer with love, all these things, patram, pushpam, palam, everything, I take it. This is Bhagavan's promise. So we don't know what is happening in the realms of prana. In the hidden realms, we don't know what is happening. We are doing the puja and we are giving all the offerings, and Bhagavan says here, I take them. If you are doing it with a pure heart, I definitely take that and I consume that, and I'm very happy with what I take. How do we know Bhagavan is happy? When we feel very happy and we feel very content, we know Bhagavan is happy. Yata evam ataha, therefore, sorry, we will see the evam kurvataha tava yat bhavati tachrunu. If you do this way, how will you be in this world? You listen to that and we will look into it tomorrow. Om sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसोर्मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. हर नमः पार्वती पतये. हर हर महादेव. हरि ओम.